Good evening and thanks for joining us for an abridged version of Nationwide Today. I am Elizabeth Omori. We begin with travel and aviation matters. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his United Arab Emirates counterpart Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan on Monday in Abu Dhabi finalized a historic agreement leading to the immediate cessation of the visa ban placed on Nigerian travelers. By this historic agreement, both Etihad Airlines and Emirates Airlines are to immediately resume flight schedules into and out of Nigeria without any further delay. Now to
restoration of flight activity through the two airlines and countries does not involve any immediate payment by the Nigerian government as negotiated between both presidents. An agreed framework has also been established which will involve billions of US dollars worth of new investments into the Nigerian economy across multiple sectors, including defense, by the investment arms of the government of the United Arab Emirates. President Tinubu has also successfully negotiated a joint new foreign exchange liquidity program between both governments, details of which will be made known soon. President Tinubu commends President Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan of the United Arab Emirates for his unalloyed friendship and determined effort to join hands to fully normalize and reset the excellent relations between both countries.
a bit on business. In a bid to complement government's effort to improve the economy and create more jobs, a group of partners in the micro, small and medium enterprises space are set to execute various MSME-focused interventions targeting 1.3 million beneficiaries across 17 states and the FCT. In a statement by the Director Information Office of the Vice President, Olushola Abiola, the MSME and Job Creation Unit of the Vice President's Office disclosed that the interventions are geared towards ensuring the realization of the Tinubu administration's commitment to job creation and economic diversification, with the MSMEs playing critical roles. The interventions, which are to be completed in 17 states and the FCT, are shared centers for SMEs, MSMEs, providing 4 markets with 300 kVA solar panels and mini grids to provide 8 hours of electricity a day to 6 fashion hubs and 2 furniture clusters, car painting and drying hubs with cold rooms for seafood storage, among others. Following Vice President Kashim Shettima's directives on speedy execution of the projects, 5 of the interventions will be completed and delivered by December 2023, while 12 other interventions are scheduled for completion before December 2024. Findings have shown that child prostitution is an ill wind that blows no one any good. To this end, an awareness program was recently held in Awka, the Anambra State capital, to educate relevant organizations on best ways to nip the challenge in the bud. Chinyere Fesi Okoye tells us more.
Worried over the incidences and reported cases of trafficking in persons and underage prostitution in Anambra State in recent time, relevant stakeholders have re-emphasized the need for people to report trafficking activities in their neighborhood to the relevant authorities for proper actions to be taken.
There's no way you will get underage girl and force her into prostitution, then you tell me that that girl will not be angry with the society.
Anambra is a transit state. If we allow it, then Anambra will become a source state.
At the community level, we are encouraging parents to be very vigilant to ensure that their children are properly educated.
To want a collaborative effort, to want a local solution to the drivers of trafficking.
The sensitization workshop for non-governmental organizations in Anambra State, including ASATU women executives, security agencies, the media, plus more, is an eye-opener.
It could be somebody nearest to you, your best friend, it could be your family member and all this. So definitely that we have to be at alert.
And this program is actually timing, and I want to encourage the organizers of the program to keep on.
Human trafficking, they say, is a crime that affects everyone. In Oka, Chinyere Fesi Okoye, NTA News.
And Ngozi Okekeru is at the premises of Anambra State Ministry of Women Affairs to tell us more on factors responsible for this ugly trend and what concerned agencies in the state are doing to stamp it out. Ngozi, thank you so much for joining us on Nationwide. All right, Ngozi seems to be having our audio issues, but we might join her again. Do bear with us. Now, President Bola Tinubu extends his heartfelt condolences to the family of victims who lost their lives in the recent boat mishaps in Mokwa local government area of Niger State and Gorin village in Foruri local government area of Adamawa State, which tragically claimed many lives, including several children, while expressing solidarity with the governments and people of Niger and Adamawa States as they swiftly mobilized emergency response teams and volunteers to provide immediate assistance to those affected by the incidents. The president wishes a most speedy recovery to those who were injured and demands a thorough and comprehensive investigation into the recurring tragedy of fatal boat incidents across the nation. The president directs various government agencies, including law enforcement, maritime safety, and transportation safety authorities, to collaborate closely in identifying the root causes of these unfortunate and preventable disasters, and underscores its commitment to holding government agencies accountable for any regulatory or safety lapses, while assuring the affected families and communities of governments continued support. The president instructs a comprehensive review of safety measures and strict enforcement of existing laws on boating activities in the country. Meanwhile, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu shares in the pain of loss with family, friends and associates of the doyen of accounting in Nigeria and sub-Saharan Africa, Chief Akintola Williams, who passed away on Monday at the age of 104. President Tinubu sympathizes with the government and people of Lagos and Ogun States, the Institute of Chartered Accountants, the Nigerian Stock Exchange, and other financial institutions that were founded by the centenarian who had lived an admirable life of charity with an impactful influence on future generations. President Tinubu affirms that Oloye Williams epitomized integrity, resilience, and resourcefulness, which was amply demonstrated when he established the first accounting firm, Akintola Williams & Co., now Deloitte and Touche, by an African in 1952, which inspired self-confidence in a generation of professionals who would make further impacts in strengthening transparency and competence in the accounting profession. The president believes that numerous honors and recognitions received by Chief Williams during his lifetime, including the OFR and NNOM awards, have hardly reflected his immense contributions to the growth of the nation and humanity, particularly with respect to his investments in lifting the most impoverished and vulnerable of us citizens through his robust support for education and health care. The president prays Almighty God to receive the soul of Oloye Williams and comfort his beloved family. Meanwhile, the Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio, expresses sorrow over the death of Nigeria's first indigenous chartered accountant, Chief Akintola Williams. In a condolence message signed by his special advisor on media and Publicity and Communications, Esemi Yobo, Senator Akpabio laments that the nation has lost an icon as the late Williams was an institution and no Nigerian has impacted the accounting profession like he did. Akpabio describes the deceased as a perfect gentleman and joined millions across the globe to condole with his immediate family, the accounting profession, and entire Nigerians on the loss of this sage. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has directed the immediate payment of group life assurance insurance of families of deceased personnel of the Nigerian Army. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Torit Lagbaja, stated this at the periodic Army conference holding in Abuja. Defense correspondent Ismail Musa has details.
These are Army principal officers, heads of units and formations at the 2023 combined second and third quarter Chief of Army Staff Conference, a periodic avenue to appraise ongoing operations and make enhanced projections to stem security threats.
Our kinetic operations across various theaters of operations have continued to record unprecedented successes. We are encouraged not to be demoralized by the recent incident in Niger State, but to intensify our efforts with renewed vigor to make the adversaries continuously pay for their sins until they disappear or surrender.
In view of the involvement of troops of the Nigerian Army in different internal security operations in virtually all states of the Federation, the Chief of Army Staff ordered the injection of more platforms for efficiency in line with the presidential directives to combat security challenges across the country.
The federal government has a scheme tagged the Group Life Assurance. We have a backlog between the year 2012 and 2022. So the insurance company is not at liberty to pay claim for premiums not paid. And that is why the federal government has taken it upon itself at this stage to discharge that backlog and bring relief to the families of our departed colleagues.
8 operational vehicles were handed over to Army warrant officers. This combined second and third quarter conference 2023 is the first under Lieutenant General Torit Lagbaja, the 23rd Chief of Army Staff, appointed by the present administration. In Abuja, Ismail Musa, NTA News.
All right, I hear that Ngozi is still standing by at the Women's Affairs office in Oka to give us details on what the agency and ministry is doing to ensure that child prostitution is nipped in the bud. Ngozi, thank you for joining us on Nationwide. For that glitch. Well, moving on, an early morning airstrike has been conducted by the air component of Operation Hadinkai at Sunwa in Kalabalgi Balige local government area of Borno State in the early hours of 11th of September 2023. A statement by NAF spokesperson Air Commodore Edward Gapquet indicates that Suwa was a stronghold of Boko Haram terrorist area near Sambisa Forest until its dislodgement by the military and other security agencies, but recent intelligence revealed the regrouping of terrorists within the area with likely plans to attack troops on patrol along major routes to Bama and Mafa local government areas. Further intelligence also revealed that the same group of terrorists had perfected plans to attack troops stationed around Ran in the LGA. Airstrikes were authorized with confirmatory assessments revealing several terrorists neutralized and structures destroyed, thereby degrading their ability to attack friendly forces and innocent law-abiding citizens. You're still watching Nationwide. Time to take a breather. More reports ahead. To stay with us. Thanks for staying with us. Now it's time to head to Maiduguri, where Ladidi is standing by with some reports. Ladidi, over to you.
Welcome to Maiduguri. Good to have you join us. Borno State Governor
Babagana Umar Zulum has inaugurated 70 new buses to ease movement for civil servants and general public within Maiduguri metropolis and environs as part of effort to alleviate the hardship occasioned by the fuel subsidy removal. The unveiling ceremony was held at the premises of Borno Express Terminus along Kano-Maiduguri Road. Mohammed Goni reports.
The 70 buses of different sizes procured to accommodate greater number of passengers equipped with facilities such as air conditioners and comfortable seating arrangements were part of continued intervention by the Zulum administration in the transport sector. Governor Wagana Umar Zulum said 30 out of the 70 buses will be dedicated to conveying civil servants to their places of work from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock in the morning, while picking them for return to commence from 3 o'clock in the afternoon to 5 o'clock in the evening, Mondays to Fridays.
The need for this cooperation to reduce cost of transport fare to the barest minimum. Let us consider it as a social service, not as a revenue generation drive agenda.
Meanwhile, Governor Wagana Umar Zulum also unveiled newly constructed structures and remodeled buildings at the Borno Express Terminus. The structures are to serve as accommodation for travelers and for operations of businesses such as restaurants and offices.
Transportation for as of now is a very, very difficult. We have to look into other aspects of revenue generation so that it will support us.
General Manager Borno Express Transport Corporation noted that all the construction projects were funded through internally generated revenue. In Maiduguri, Mohammed Goni, NTA News.
United Nations Action Agenda on Internal Displacement has been described as one of the best strategies that will not only promote rapidly the return, resettlement and stabilization of internal displacement, but also promote social justice and equity in the world. Governor Babagana Umar Zulum made the observation during UN workshop on durable solutions for internal displacement held in Maiduguri, the Borno State. Again, Mohammed Goni reports.
Workshop on solution to internal displacement, which is the first in the series for Northeast Nigeria, is part of the program held in 15 countries across the world. Governor Wagana Umar Zulum noted that if issue of internal displaced persons is not addressed, reduction of poverty, disease, and insecurity will continue to be a mirage.
As we all know, internal displacement in Borno and in Northeast is not only from descendants, but also natural causes such as flood and rapidly occurring desertification and drought as a result of climate change. As government, we must continue to be committed to ensuring that our people are supported to leave IDP camps.
Leader of the UN delegation, Robert Andrew, said the workshop was to learn from Borno model of managing internal displacement so that it will be replicated in other countries affected by crisis, both man-made and natural.
We have a strong and willing United Nations team and our partners. We have donors who want to help. And we have many thoughtful pieces of analysis and strategies developed over the years.
Secretary General Antonio Guterres launched an action plan, an action agenda to find solutions for the many internally displaced people around the world.
The delegation was at the government house for a courtesy visit on Governor Zulum, where issues bordering on the challenges of internal displacement and durable solutions were highlighted. In Maiduguri, Mohammed Goni, NTA News.
That's our contribution from the Home of Peace. Elizabeth, is back to you.
Thank you so much, Ladidi. Now, the prospect of having new roofs over their heads after their homes were destroyed during recent clashes has become brighter for 500 residents of Mango and 5 other local government areas in Plateau State. This made possible by the Renewed Hope Initiative, a pet project of Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu, which donated 1 million naira to each of the victims. State House correspondent Adeni Taiwo reports that bank checks made out in beneficiaries' names were presented to the state governor by the First Lady at a ceremony attended by traditional rulers and security chiefs in the state. Noting that it is not enough to offer sympathy and condolences in the aftermath of recent clashes in the state, the First Lady says the Renewed Hope Initiative is taking concrete steps under its social investment programs to help victims resettle and have a new lease of life.
I want you to know that you are not alone in the journey to recovery. We stand with you in solidarity and prayers as you return to your homes and communities to rebuild. In the wake of these challenges, I urge you not to lose hope, but have faith, firm faith in God. At this juncture, I call on well-meaning Nigerians to offer assistance not only to the people of Plateau State, but to other states in Nigeria where citizens are in internally displaced persons IDPs camps to relocate and rebuild their lives. Together we can make a difference in the lives of those who have suffered, and together we can build a better and more peaceful future for Nigeria.
On behalf of the beneficiaries, the state governor applauded the gesture and expressed gratitude to the First Lady for allowing her heart to go out in care and concern for those in need.
We are going to supervise the use of this money, and we are going to ensure that the purpose for which Her Excellency intended it, that it is well executed.
Apart from Mango, beneficiaries were also drawn from Bassa, Barakinladi, Riyom, Bakas and Just South local government areas of the states. Now, the reconstruction work of the two major culverts linking Bauchi State with other northeastern states has now reached 90% completion. Governor Bala Mohammed, while inspecting the project, said his administration's decision to undertake the project was in recognition of the socio-economic advantage of the roads to Nigerians. Awal Abdullahi reports.
With a daily estimate of over 5,000 vehicles plying to Yobe, Borno and other states, the road has been contributing to the development of the socio-economy of the nation. Governor Bala Mohammed, on a visit to the project site, said the intervention is part of his administration's effort to complement that of the federal government.
We are not asking for anything because there was no prior approval by Mr. President or the federal government for us to do the road. We are doing it out of sheer corporate social responsibility to ensure that there is synergy between the federal government and the state government.
The governor also assured his commitment toward providing more developmental projects for the well-being of the general populace. In Bauchi, Awal Abdullahi, NTA News.
Plateau State is blessed not only with a clement weather, but with rich, arable land for the production of exotic crops and vegetables. Caleb Gochin will take us on a tour of one of the markets in the metropolis, known for the convergence of traders in vegetables.
Along the Jos-Bukuru Expressway is the popular building materials market, where the vegetable market occupies a chunk of the space from the rear. Call it an international vegetables market, you will not be faulted. Talk of any variety of vegetables, you are also in the right place. The list is endless, but let me attempt to mention a few. On display here are carrots, cucumber, lettuce, and eggplant. Others are celery, parsley, mint, broccoli, and a host of others. Ibrahim and Yanga Chekarum are regular customers in the market who say they look forward to every Tuesday of the week being the market day.
Supply goods to all the 30 states of Nigeria and including Abuja. We are hoping that this market should be a controlled market of the whole state, whereby we will be able to coordinate the state into agriculture and want the state government to assist us, assist the farmers.
Anytime that we come, we can find a daily job and our daily bread. I feed my family and children and pay school fees.
With the mass of people here and the vehicles that come in and out of the market, it would be an understatement to say that Plateau State is indeed blessed. In Jos, Caleb Gochin, NTA News.
And joining us live from the popular building materials market in Jos is Caleb Gochin, who will be telling us what makes this market so special. Caleb, thank you for joining us on the news.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth. You're welcome to Jos. The building materials market is a popular place, and this is also where the vegetables market is located. We have a variety of produce here, and I learned that the market here starts as early as 5 in the morning, and about 16 trucks leave the market to different locations in the country every day. So we've told you about the different vegetables that are here, but the chairman will just speak briefly and just tell us exactly, just briefly, why this market is unique. So, Chairman, sir, Dalio Pasa, why is this market so unique about vegetables?
You're welcome to our market. This market is running about 5 o'clock in the morning. So we are used to welcome our customer. Customers are using to come from different states to this market. So we have different vegetables in this market from our local government. We have about 17 local government in this state, and many of the local government are producing vegetable.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. I think because of the time, we may not be able to go further. But that is it about the vegetables market in Jos, where a variety of vegetables are found. So thank you very much. I think we'll go back to you, Elizabeth. Next time we will tell you more about what we have. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Caleb, and we do appreciate your efforts. Moving on now, the president of the ECOWAS Commission, Dr. Omar Elio Toure, has approved the deployment of 15 long-term election observers to monitor key stages in the electoral process leading up to the country's general elections on 10th October 2023. The deployment is consistent with provisions of Article 12 to 14 of the 2001 ECOWAS Supplementary Protocol on Democracy and Good Governance on assistance of member states holding elections. A statement by the ECOWAS Commission says that the long-term election observers will be in the country until 15th of October 2023 to observe the electoral processes and also serve as early warning mechanism for preventive diplomacy. On 3rd October, the ECOWAS observer mission will be reinforced by 80 of their short-term colleagues, a combined observation mission led by Professor Atari Jega, former chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission. Nigeria will be deployed across Liberia's 15 countries, including the national capital, Monrovia. President General and Sultan of Sokoto, Mohammed Saad Abubakar, on behalf of the entire Muslim Ummah in Nigeria, commiserate with His Majesty King Sidi Mohammed VI of the Kingdom of Morocco over the 6.8 magnitude earthquake that struck the High Atlas mountain range on Friday, 8th of September 2023. In a statement, the Council notes that it is devastated by this tragedy, which has so far claimed over 2,000 lives and left several hundreds injured. The Council sincerely shares with Morocco the pain and sufferings they are going through this very trying moment, reminding the good people of Morocco of Quran chapter 2, verses 155 to 157, which says, "All men shall be tested, but should be patient." The Council prays for the repose of the souls that have departed and quick recovery for the wounded. The Council enjoins all Jumat Imams in Nigeria to dedicate their Friday sermons this week to the Morocco calamity. The Council calls on Nigerians in particular and the world in general to come to their aid and extend helping hands in diverse ways to Morocco at this critical period. Our next point of call is Port Harcourt, where the Barbary is standing by.
Welcome to Port Harcourt. In continuation of the development strides in the state, Rivers State Government has inaugurated the newly rehabilitated internal roads in Ngbodoya community in Obiakpo local government area. This is in fulfillment of a promise earlier made to the people. Osinachi Abraham reports that Governor Siminalayi Fubara has pledged to complete all ongoing projects in the state.
Governor Siminalayi Fubara is no doubt keeping to his promise to the people of Rivers State that his administration will toe the path of his predecessor not to abandon any project. Mbodohia community has been without good road network, making it difficult for the people to access the capital city. All that is history, as the internal roads network initiated by the immediate past administration has been completed and inaugurated by Governor Siminalayi Fubara. The road, which will not only give the people a new lease of life, will redefine the economic landscape of the community and place them among communities who enjoy good road network.
We will continue to consolidate on every good project, every noble idea initiated. We will give all the necessary support to see that they continue to come to life.
Governor Fubara, who is sad over the slain DPO in charge of Ahoda East, SP Bako, appealed to the people of Obiakpo local government to support the state government and the security agencies in the fight against criminalities.
Everybody needs to come together, work together to sustain peace and respect for this state.
Chairman Obiakpo local government area George Ariolo and other stakeholders thanked Governor Siminalayi Fubara for the kind gesture. From Mbodoya in Obiakpo local government area of Rivers State, Osinachi Abraham, NTA News.
That's too much we can take from a center in Port Harcourt. Up next is sports updates. And that ends Nationwide today. Thank you so much for your time. I'm Elizabeth Omori. Good evening.